Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everyone's doing good. In today's video, we are going to hop into my friends list and fight a BAELRAN Mauler team, I should say. And this is a pretty cool team. I've heard a lot about the BAELRAN Mauler team and how good it can be and things like that. So I figured I'd, see if I can't find a counter team to it that doesn't use any Celestial Hypogean heroes, and that's what we're going to work on. So anyway, let's find our opponent. I asked Swampy Tough if they could set the team up for me, and there's two variations. There's the one he has set up right now, and then there's one with Athelia on it. So we'll also fight the Athelia team, but this is the BAELRAN team. It's got Twins, Coco, Smokey, Shakir, and BAELRAN. So the Coco is going to provide damage reduction plus some selective healing, and Smokey is going to provide a ton of healing. Twins also will, but they're connected to the Coco and the Smokey, not the BAELRAN. So I don't know, he's not going to get direct support from being linked to them, but they'll still be helpful to him. So anyway, what we're going to run is Shakir, Citrana, Odie, Thaydor, and Siren. So I'm using the Thaydor Siren combination because it's just so strong. The Dark Moon that comes up on the battlefield when Siren puts his ultimate out there for the first time, it's just so much damage. And then on top of Citrana's dot damage, and then Shakir and Odie doing stuff, it just turns into a pretty big powerhouse team. So anyway, let's go ahead and hit battle and see how this fight plays out for us. Now, BAELRAN is going to take a little bit of time to kill. He's just a really tanky hero that has a ton of HP, but as you can see, our Siren pulls everyone in, Herac jumps up, does his ultimate, and knocks pretty much the whole team down, and then the Dark Moon ignites them all, and Odie is able to, do his ultimates freely and just kind of chill there in the back line area and just attack. He doesn't really get touched at all in this fight, neither does Siren. And there goes BAELRAN. So yeah, I really like Odie against BAELRAN because it really limits the HP that he gains, because if Odie's insta-kill marker is constantly creeping up his HP bar, it doesn't really matter how much HP BAELRAN has. He can still get insta-killed. So anyway, let's go ahead and do another attempt, and then I want to show you guys what happens when I just change the positioning a little bit. So we'll go ahead and fight this team again, and then we'll change some things up. But we get the Siren ultimate, pulls everyone in, the Moon ignites everybody from Citrana, Shakir jumps up, knocks like the whole team down like that, and then Odie, Shakir, Citrana just kind of tear everything else apart, and so does Thaydor, and Siren, just back there doing his damage and all his skills that he does. But yeah, and you can see the BAELRAN's having tons of trouble doing damage to my heroes. Like, he's getting ultimates off and doing his skills and whatnot, but you can see they're just not really taking much damage. So it's pretty strong, and we're at a pretty even Paragon level. I'll have to we'll have to check the exact Paragon levels, but here we're about to get the win. And yeah, let's check out the damage report, see what the Paragon difference is. Alright, so I have a P4, a P4, a P1, P3, and a P4, and they have P4, P3, P4, P4, P4. So we're at the disadvantage, actually. And as you can see, the damage is spread pretty even. Siren's doing the most, followed by Odie. Then it's Shakir and Citrana, followed up by Thaydor in the rear. But, Thaydor's more of our... He allows us to do the big damage because, he's stripping all that defense at the start of the fight when Siren casts his first ultimate. It's so strong. I can't really get over it. And yeah, I just got him to Paragon 1, so that's pretty cool. We got a little bit of Paragon advantage there with him, but P1's not really that high. But it opens up the extra stats and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as you get the Paragon 1, a lot of heroes will actually become usable. You just need stronger heroes around them if you're fighting against, P4 counts and things like that. Anyway, let's do one more attempt, and I want to show you guys what happens when I change the positioning and the enemy Shakir is able to target somebody different. So, one of the big things that gets me a win in this fight is my Shakir knocking the enemy team down. And if we hit battle and we watch this fight, you'll see that their Shakir targets my Shakir, and they, I think, get to an ultimate first right here, so it knocks my Shakir down, which then allows their team to kind of like spread out a little bit. My Shakir's ultimate is late, Twins get an ultimate off, and their team has a lot more time to get things going and whatnot. So it turns into something where we can't really handle it once the ultimates start going off on that other team. So Coco got her ultimate off, the Twins keep getting their ultimates off, BAELRAN's going to be full HP doing his stuff, and it's going to turn into something that we can't really handle. Smokey's healing them up really nice, and this is all just because I moved Shakir to where Citrana was, and the enemy Shakir could target mine. So it's just one little swap and one little targeting change completely changes the outcome of this fight. So I wanted to point this out because if you're ever testing or fighting against teams in arena and things like that, and you have a really strong team but it's just not working properly, make sure you're messing with your positioning, because you never know if it's just that one little targeting issue, and if you can fix that, everything will change. I can't stress it enough that even though your team lost, you should still try it again, just different positionings and different targeting spots and all that kind of good stuff. So keep that in mind when you're doing tests on Friends List and in regular arena, in Supreme Arena, all that good stuff. It's always important to test different positionings and have the enemy team target different heroes and all that kind of crap. So anyway, let's I'm gonna message Swampy really quick, see if he can set the Athelia BAELRAN team up for me, and we'll do some fights against that one. Alright, so Swampy just messaged me back and said the team was set up, and I am super thankful for that, so thank you, Swampy. And let's see what this team's like. So we've got Athelia and BAELRAN plus Mikola, Coco, and Gerda. So a little bit more healing. I don't know if Gerda's better here than Smokey or who really works the best, but we'll see how this team does. I don't own BAELRAN. Well, I have one copy of him, so I don't really know the best way to use him. However, I do hear people talking about BAELRAN and Maulers together a lot. So anyway, we're going to keep the same team almost. We're just going to replace Odie with Seth. And I don't think we actually need to do that. I just want to use Seth because he's just really good, and I love when he starts doing his Predator's Lunge and all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and hit battle, and let's see how this plays out for us. So we're going to get our Siren active and get the Dark Moon out there. Citrana's ignitions are going to ignite everybody. Shakir went for Athelia, but since she cast Vengeance Charge, he just jumped onto a tile where no one was. That's a totally wasted ultimate, but anyway, doesn't really seem to matter too much. We're already about to kill... oh, never mind, that wasn't BAELRAN. BAELRAN's almost at full HP, so let's see what happens here. Also, Athelia is pretty healthy too, so that's not looking good for us. Our Siren did go down, and... now they are starting to take some decent damage here, and yep, there goes BAELRAN. Now let's just kill Athelia, and there we go. So yeah, we're actually pretty tanky with this team. It's kind of impressive. I wasn't sure how well that one was gonna go, but if you look, Seth and Citrana did the most damage there, and that's really cool. I love when Seth is a big damage dealer on the team. He's just so good. Anyway, that wasn't too bad. So let's, there's another team I want to actually fight against, and this is a Herac team, and I think it was a Herac Mauler team, if I remember right. And the person that had it set up, I don't know how to say their name because it's written in a different language, but let's check this team out here real quick. So this is a Herac team with I can't remember. Okay, yeah, it is a Herac Mauler team with Volca. So it's got Coco, Mikola, Shakir, Volca, and Herac. And this team can be pretty crazy at times. It's if the Herac is allowed to do any of his things that like get him to steamroll, my team can be totally screwed. So anyway, let's take this team against this one and see how it does. Now I don't know how good my team personally would be on defense. But on offense, this team is pretty solid. I really like this team a lot. Shakir doing his ultimate there. Everybody's on fire. We just killed some of them. We just need to get that Herac really low and get him killed as quickly as we can. Just need to... Okay, there's some more damage. All right, there we go. That was actually really impressive. We nuked that down real quick. Let's check the Paragon difference here. So it's full P4 versus P4, P1, P4, P4, P4. So we have like 3 Paragon level difference. Not massive or anything like that, but we're at a little disadvantage. Anyway, that team worked out pretty good against this Herac team, and this Herac team's not bad at all. I've seen it beat a lot of other teams that I use that are really good too. So anyway, I'm really starting to like using the Maulers a lot more now again. So I might do some more experimentation with them and see what else they can be capable of. But anyway, I guess that's going to be about it for today's video. I just wanted to show you guys some fights against those BAELRAN teams, because I hear they're pretty popular, and if you're having trouble against any of those BAELRAN teams or even the Herac team or whatever, you could possibly run something like this if you have the heroes and everything. So yeah, that's going to be about it. Loot bar link down below. Remember, we have the big event coming up, so if you want some cheaper dragon crystals, Loot Bar would be a good place to get them. And my Discord link's down there too. And if you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.
I really like brownness, yeah. It's yummy.